EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
It's a gain of
that 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
David Montgomery.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Cohen. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So it's supposed to be off, but if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On third down, Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Bridgewater on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Johnson.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Packer.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off. Ends up going for negative play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 8-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd and 2, Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Campbell down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
To Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
Able to push his way through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man. I'm coming after you. 54's Mike. Check.
Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a
good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 19-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Renfrow. Incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
32, David Montgomery.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
To 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the Packers.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. To throw is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Packers 28.
Point after,
Bears
right down
3.
the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To throw, Bridgewater. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Number 89.
From 4 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Eddie Pinheiro.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Packers 21-yard line.
The man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 2-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I know he ain't got it.
Flushed and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 42, Bears 3. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Number 30.
Able to get 7 on that 1st
Game down on the scoreboard. Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers.
Bridgewater's
A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
For the extra point.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that where to get symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
2nd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The Bears 29.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bridgewater again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
13 more yards.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So